Now we're going to go over the best practices for a copywriting practice routine, specifically for email copy. So if you are an aspiring email copywriter, one of the best ways to practice is something that I actually did when I was first starting out. And that's pick a person to write as, a business to write as, write a daily email as that person in their voice, and then mirror their promotional calendars. What I mean by that is, whatever email or whatever they're promoting in an email, let's say on Tuesday, right? Whatever offer they're writing about, whatever program, product, service they're promoting, either Tuesday or then Wednesday, you write your own email for that offer. But you're not just copying what they did. You are writing your own email for that product, that service, that program, as them, as this other person, this influencer, this prospective client, right? And do this for a different person, different business each week. Now, what this will do is it'll actually serve multiple purposes for you. One is it'll enable you to write a daily email as a business owner, influencer, what have you, with an active business, with active offers and promotional calendars going out. The other thing it'll do is it'll just get you better at writing emails in general, but it's particularly good to have an active business to work to write as, because you're getting quote unquote real world experience without actually working for that business at the time. But these emails can also serve as samples if you reach out to them or want to reach out to them as a prospective client, as a client that you can write for, write as. In fact, my very first client, I actually met them at an event. They needed an email person, and I started doing this on my own, not knowing this person would be at the event. And I was like, I've actually been writing as you for the last 3 weeks for all of these different offers you have. And that was that was actually how I got my first client. So yes, it's great practice, but it's also going to build up your portfolio as you try to get and do get your own email copywriting clients. So
as you go through these daily emails, I recommend that you take a look at the different email types that we went through in the email types and formulas, and try to cycle through the different types. That way you can try writing a story email, you can try writing a launch email, you can try writing a last chance email, all for this particular promotion. And that way you get reps with the different email types as you're going. And if you're the type of person that you want to push even more, you want even more practice, then you can try writing more than one email each day as this particular person, and just try to do different types of emails as you're going through.
It's a very good point. A very good point. So another thing to do, and this works whether you're trying to improve with long form sales copy or email copy, is subscribe to good email lists from successful businesses, not necessarily people that you like, but people who actually have good emails. They have good email programs, right? Read the emails from those lists daily, and spend about 10 to 15 minutes a day hand copying with a pen or pencil, hand copying the good ones. Because what the hand copying does is, and I did this for long form sales copy when I was first starting to learn copywriting years ago. What it does is it actually it starts to rewire your brain, and you start to build these really deep neural pathways in your brain of what actually makes good copy, what good copy is supposed to sound like, what it's supposed to look like, what's involved in it. You can type it out as much as you want. You can retype those emails. It's not going to have the same effect. But if you hand copy it, it's going to ingrain the good pieces of that copy into your brain, and you're going to start using those word patterns, those sentence structures, those types of ideas in the copy that you write. And there are a lot of different email lists that you can be on for a lot of different niches. There's, fitness companies, there's supplement companies, health companies, there are biz op companies, make money online, there's survival, there's dating, relationship coaching, personal development. There's all different kinds of niches. That being said, my copy coaches, Stefan and Justin, in our opinions, have two of the best email lists out there. They both write daily emails, and they are actually the only emails that I read every single day. And they have great content and information that's very valuable in them, but they also are just really, really great examples of how to build a personal brand and a personal relationship with your list through a daily email.
Yeah, they are really perfect examples of the type of email copywriting that we've been talking about throughout this program, blending the two worlds of relationship building, but also selling. They do an exceptional job.
And both of their lists are by application only. So when you fill out the application, just let them know that you went through our course, and answer any other questions that are on there, and that's how you will get on those lists, and then you can start reading those emails, and as a result, you're going to become a much better email copywriter.
And this is a good place to note that as you're picking the list that you want to join, if there's a particular niche that you're hoping to specialize in, like for example, Sam specialized in health and fitness email copy, then specialized even more into supplement copy specifically. If you know what niche you want to focus on, try to find good email lists that are in that niche, and just focus your efforts as you're practicing and as you're reading the emails on the ones that are more representative of the types of lists that you'd like to be writing for in the future. And there's nothing wrong with exposing yourself to other types of emails. Like Stefan and Justin tend to be more on the marketing side. People on their list are high-level marketers and business owners, copywriters. So it's great to hear from people like that. But if you want to focus on fitness specifically, be sure to get on those lists too. That way you're actually hand copying and learning from people who are doing things in your niche as you're practicing. All right, that cover it?
That covers it.
I think we got it. So try to stick to this routine as much as you can. Be realistic. Don't set out to write 10 emails a day and then immediately start burning out on emails. Better off to at least get one email per day as your target. And then if you find that that's very doable and you'd like to expand from there, feel free. But stick to this and you'll start to progress like crazy in not too long. All right, do it.